Right guys, welcome to a new video. Today we are changing the wiper motor and putting a Optimill uprated squirter jets thing on and the uprated pump, so the squirters work better. So obviously we're going to take the dash out, change the squirter bit here because it's pathetic, and then there's two little streams up, not halfway, barely halfway up the window. And I've had a problem with the wipers being intermittent and not working properly. So in the mornings, if it starts raining or anything, I turn them on and they just go up really slow and then stop at the top and then don't work, or I have to get out and push them up and down, and then they'll start going but slow. So I think the brushes have gone in the motor, so I've got a new motor as I'm taking the dash off anyway. So we're going to fit that now, and then yeah, we'll unbox the new bits, have a look and see how we get on. Obviously you just got to take the dash out with a few screws at the top, and then we'll see where the motor is. I believe it's on this side, but we'll see once we've got the dash off. So that's the wipers at the minute, and then you have to put it down. So you can hear the motor's not very good at all anymore, so we'll get it changed. Right, so here's the new one here from JGS 4x4, the brick part one. If you want to get it from JGS, that's the number just there for the 04 Defenders. And around that here comes with a new cable bit as well, ready to go. And then from Optimill, this is the new squirter kit. So you get the new actual squirter end that goes outside, filleted. And then you get the new pump, uprated pump. It's in there, and all the fixings. And then you get the new wider pipe as well, and the new bit.
And instructions.
And instructions. So we'll get the motor done first, and obviously I've just showed you how the wipers are. We'll check they're working good, then we'll get the pipe running and the new bit fitted onto the front of the car, and then we can look at doing the pump changeover.
So when you get your new wiper motor, it doesn't come with the actual mechanism part, which goes onto the back of the wiper blade. There should be two. So as you can see, Tristan's just undoing his. Just there. Just undo those two 8mm nuts on the bottom there, and it's like a clamp, so the actual mechanism in the wire or cord or whatever you want to call it, it has an opening at the bottom, so it will, when the nuts are released, it will open like so, and then the mechanism should fall out the bottom. I haven't done this before in the Land Rover, so I don't know if you'd need to take the whole lot out. I don't think you need to. But until we've got both undone, then we'll see if we can drop them or not.
What are you doing? Then. What are you doing?
So,
what are you doing?
Tristan has undone this one.
Said bracket.
8mm socket, and there's a little small ratchet to get them off. And then this one is directly behind the driver's side vent. Where has it gone?
It's over there. The blowy vent, like this one here.
The blowy vent.
Over there.
So in order to get to that, you've got to take your dash out, and there's two screws. Just there and there, which in order to be removed, you need either a ratchet and a size 2 socket for Phillips, or a little stubby screwdriver, but I don't know where mine's gone. So I've just undone this one, and as you can see, don't know if you can see actually, but this is actually now loose. So I'm just going to take them apart a bit more, because this one's got a tube on it, so it might have to be opened up quite a lot more, maybe even the nuts taken off. So we'll see. Tristan's just making an absolute mess, as normal. There we go, just put that back there. Right, so yeah, might have to take those nuts completely off in order to get them apart, so that the tube can drop out the bottom, and then we should be good. Okay, so we've had a bit of a battle. RIP this later bit. So the problem with ours was actually the wiper mechanism. The actual part inside the cog was solid. It's very dry, and we've actually probably lubricated it, heating it up, but we've actually so in order for us to do this, cut the top off from outside, managed to get this going with a punch and a hammer, obviously holding it with a pry bar this end just to stop any damage if it did ping out. Still had to take off this top section. So we've just got to get the other one out. This one was a bit of a pain trying to get the actual part out, but the other side is worse, because the actual structure of the dash has to come down in order for this to come out of the hole and in your hand, pretty much. So we've got that side to do, and then we're gonna temporarily bolt the dash back together as we have to wait for these new parts. So that'll be in a second.
Okay, so a little update on the horn situation. I've checked the fuse, which is under the driver's seat in the little fuse box. It's a 20 amp fuse, that's all good, and it's pretty unlikely that it's going to be the horns, because you've got two horns on Defenders normally, so it's pretty likely that it's going to be the actual stalk. So I've stripped off the little cover. It was just, well, it was a bit random bolts, a couple of cap heads, a couple of screws underneath holding it, and that's all come apart. So I've just got to take the boss bit off, and then we can undo that screw on the top and slide the unit off, and just do the 3 plugs. There's one there and 2 down that side. Take that off, and then we'll swap it over for the new unit, and hopefully that should sort it out for us. So once I've got those parts, I can get that finished, as that's not been working properly, and then hopefully we get the new parts for the window, the little spiral bits that go out to the wipers. We can get them fitted and get that all back together and have working wipers again, all ready for the MOT in 3 days. So hopefully we can get all that sorted for tonight, because I've got to go to work. And yeah, I'll bring you along once we've got the new parts.
Okay, so just unboxed the new Lucas indicator stalk. Nice and shiny. Got some new clips on it for the bottom of the plastic as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that on, removing the old one in the process. So the old one is off, and I have found the problem. So this black wire on the new one here, it's actually connected inside there. The earth is actually embedded into the switch at the bottom, and on this one you're like, the earth's come off, but it actually does go right into the bottom there, into the switch. So without taking the whole thing apart, and it being a bit of a pig, I think it was probably a good thing that we got a new one anyway, for the sake of 20 quid or 25 quid, however much it was. So all we've got to do now is put the face it the right way up so you don't get confused. So we've got to take off this switch and this switch. So we've got two little nuts here and a washer, grab washer. and then I have a nut here, but it should slide out of the corner there, so you don't have to take it all the way through, which is convenient because obviously it's got the knob on there, so shouldn't take too long. And then we'll get it back on. Okay, so I've got the 2 switches off of the old indicator stalk section, so I'm just gonna put them back on now. To get this bad boy off, it is 2 7.5mm bolts, a bit of a weird size, but yeah, and one of these press washers, so I just use a little tiny little flathead screwdriver just to nip up the little star bits, and then gently pulled it off, just being careful you don't snap it, as I haven't got any here. So yeah, just gonna go ahead and put that all back together and hopefully get it on and all working, then I can help Tristan with the rest of what he's doing. So I don't know if you guys saw what I did there, as it was time lapsed, but these 2 screws just put in so that we could line them up, and this one, it obviously goes through the hole because of the plastic anyway on here, but what I did, just gently balanced the washer on the top and got a 10mm socket and just helped it by pushing it on straight, just stop it, you know, bending or anything like that, and you just hear like a click, and you will hear that it's secured on there. Nice. Just a little trick, just in case you're not sure or you're bending your nails or anything like that. So yeah, everything's nice and tight now. We're gonna try and put that back on nice and swift, and then we'll get back to helping Tristan. So we're back in the car and I'm just about to put this on. Oh, if I can pick it up. Darby's got butterfingers. Before you go shoving it on, like a lot of people would do, I'd imagine, there is a little do-up screw here. If I can get it in focus. Just here. I've just unwound that a little bit, just so that we can get the column on, and then tighten that up afterwards.
Okay, so as per the instructions from Optimill on replacing the pumps for the squirters, you have to take the front passenger side headlight out, which is just surrounding it, and the screws to hold the light in. I've just left it hanging there for now. Up in there you've got your front on your left and the rear squirter on the right. So the red one, it's got a red plug on it, which is the front one, so that's what I'm replacing, because I don't have the actual squirter working now for the rear, as we're going to be changing the window and that anyway, so that we don't use that anymore. So yeah, so I've pulled the hose off and unplugged the plug, so just going to let that empty itself out now. I've put a bucket down at the front just to catch it all, so I can put that back in, save wasting any, as that's all good screen wash. So then once that's all finished emptying out, I can pull the pump out and change it over to the new one. Okay, so I've got the old pump out here. It just literally pulls out from the little gap between the plastic bits there, and it comes out with the grommet. So now I'm gonna get the new one, obviously following the instructions of here. Got the new one in here that we're going to put on. It's got the new rubber washer grommet bit on it, so we'll get that fitted now and I'll show you how we do that. Right, so I've got the new one in there with the plug on. It's got the plug that goes onto the top of the new pump, and then there's an extra plug that's for the old pump plug. So obviously it still works off your dash, which is this there. So that plugs into the old one, and then you've got a new plug that plugs on the top of the new pump. Got your relay and an earth that I've attached to the body here, and then we've got this has got to go in the battery box for the power, and I'm just running the pipe up through here, because you don't have to use the old one, you can run the new one. So just running it up, I'm going to tuck it under there, and then just going through there with that wire into the dash. So Darby's here now, just taking the dash off so we can get access to under there and connect up to the back of the new washer bit, which will be here once we've swapped this over. So we've got the old one off. That's here, the original plastic one, not very great. And here's the new one. They come with the little gaskets that was stuck on there, and we've just got to do that up through the dash, and that will be mounted on there nicely. Like I say, I've run the pipe through there now into the dash here, and once we've got this in, we'll obviously run the pipe to the middle and then connect it using the little pipe push fits here. So this end goes on here like so, and then the pipe goes in the end of there. So once we've got it all on, we'll get the wire live into the battery box or connect it up somewhere else, and then we should be able to test it. So the wipers have now got the new bits for going through the windscreen. Got your nut. These have got these proper grommets on here to stop the water coming in, not my bodge job ones, and it spins nice and freely. So we're gonna get these poked through the dash, undo the backs, get the wire put in, and then we should be good to wire the motor up and check the wipers are working as well. So we're gonna have full power squirters and full powered wipers
For once.
for HD vision. So we'll get these put in, and then we'll show you what we've done once we've got it in. Right, so we've got the new motor in, plugged in, got the new spindle bits in both sides and the wire through.
Not the easiest of jobs.
No, you have to drop the dash down back so you can get the things to go through. Bit of a pain, but we've done it.
To take this part out because the plastic box which holds the console in, that screw there was hidden, so I've had to take all of that out just to be able to kind of move that a bit to get that one in. And then you take these plates off, hold the steel beam in place. Tristan fed that one through with that first one on, held that one there, fed that one through so that the next bit of pole sat in, and then fed that one to the next one, put the pole in, and then fed that one to the next little bit of pipe, and then bolt it all up, and we're all good to go. Go. Oh my gosh. Blimey, I can have a shower. Holy moly. Okay, well, they work. Happy?
Yeah.
Good. Just got to put all the dash back in now. And we are good for the MOT because we now have a horn. Wicked.
So we've got it all back together, all working good. Horn's working, all the other bits are working, and yeah, a couple leftover screws, so that's always a bonus.
Miracle number 25.
Yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.